I've got my garden plot here. This is where I plant my popcorn and my green beans. Well, the green beans are going on that one, but this is the same cover crop mix that's out in some of our fields right at the moment. So if you guys want to see what we are planning on planting into here in the coming weeks, this is the kind of it. This was just broadcast with a little garden spreader, so the rate's, I think, a lot higher than what's actually out in the field. So this is a bit thicker, a bit denser, but there's not near as many of these, which are turnips, out in the field. So, and I think from what winter killed, I think all we have out there is ryegrass, clover, and turnips. That's all we're planting into. I believe the radishes have died and decomposed, and then there was rapeseed and Ethiopian cabbage in there too, but I don't see that. Anyway, chickens are gonna eat this down. Probably take them a good week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I'll be able to till the rest under and plant it. We are gonna at least get the 4960 hooked up to the disc this morning. It's sitting here. I washed it last night. We did get some rain last night, so I don't think we are gonna be doing any tillage today, but we can at least be ready. My dog seems to have ran off, so I gotta go find him now. Alright, so this tractor needs some hydraulic oil, and then as well as this dual's flat for some reason. So just put some air in it, see if she holds. We've got tires sitting out back for this because these ones are obviously pretty much gone, but we just haven't gotten around to put them on. All the hydraulic oil goes out the hydraulic remotes. This has leaky remotes, especially this top one, the one that runs the vac on the planter. So that one for sure. We need to get those Grove conversions for it, but we started with the worst tractor. That's the 4440. This thing has run the fitting rig for quite a few acres already, as well as the planter, and it is now needing hydraulic oil. So doesn't leak as bad, but as far as I know, those are the only leaks this tractor has. Dad got the call this morning saying that the parts were in for this tractor, so hopefully by the end of the day this tractor can be out of the shop. And we haven't even gotten really started on this over here. This is the 8430. Splitting it, got to pull the top shaft out of the transmission. We're to the point to where we can split it. It's just a matter of pulling the bolts and wheeling the back end back, but that's where the big thing comes in. And actually I just realized I think that line has to come off. Yeah, that line's got to come off yet, but we need a jack that can support the back end but still roll at the same time, so we're kind of figuring that out at the moment. But 4960 is filling its shoes just fine, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get that tractor put back together. Seems like that tractor just hops in and out of the shop constantly, so it ain't all reliable, but guess it gets the job done sometimes. So I started putting air in this tire, and this slice here, it's all just gushing out of here, so I am pretty sure this tire is done. We have another tire. It has, I don't know, 1 or 2 more millimeters of tread on it. Dad found this one at an auction somewhere. 20.8 R42. Should be the same size. Oh, I would prefer the tire company come out and mount this big tire to try and wrestle. So, but we'll see. I told Dad about it, and if he calls them, he calls them. If not, then we're going to be wrestling this later this afternoon. For now, I'm going to get the 4960 moved out of the way. I'll just kind of pull it up in here so that if the tire company is coming, they can get to it. And then I'm going to jump in the semi and nose it up here. And we're going to do a little project, little cleaning project real quick. Here's the semi. And this thing's ran quite a few loads in it since we've cleaned it last. And especially loading out of the field, you can keep it a little cleaner, but when you're loading out at the farm and your door is constantly swinging open and shut, yeah, the bees wings and everything gets in here a little worse than you really want it to. But the back stays fairly clean, and honestly I could probably close these back curtains and make it stay even cleaner It's up here on the dash and in the vents. When you kick your AC on for the first time, you get splattered with a bunch of bees wings. But I think you can see that, how cloudy those clusters are. We're gonna get that cleaned, and I have the perfect tool to do it. Last summer, we teamed up with Super Clean, and they sent me a box of products, and we tried them out, and I showed them to you guys. I really liked them, and they were gracious enough to send us another little care package here. So they sent us, I'll bring it out in the light so you can see it a little better. We have their just regular formula here. Okay. And then we also have the aerosol version of that same formula. Now, I don't know if they have glass cleaner. I didn't ask. That would be a really good product to use around here because we are constantly cleaning windows and everything. But for today, we are trying out these right there. So both should come in handy. The aerosol more with those vents, I think, and stuff like that. We can just blast it, and then on the gauges and everything, we're gonna use this regular bottle, and we're just gonna start from top to bottom in here. Everything above my head in here looks pretty clean. Doesn't look like it really needs anything. That's gotta get pulled out and replaced. That doesn't work. And now that I'm hauling to the ethanol plant, I'm doing a lot of highway driving, and I feel like having a CB would be beneficial. So when I can, I'm gonna try and replace that, I think. But anyway, we're gonna do all this up in front here, and it might be best to get a vacuum in here first, I'm thinking. We'll get the little vacuum and vacuum all these nooks out. Got a bunch in there. Oh, what's that? I have no idea. Alright, so we got our little ID cards that we use to sign in places. This is our ADM one for the one location. And then our card for the ethanol plant. Alrighty, let's get to cleaning, shall we? Now, I am going to be hauling corn again, either the end of this week or next week, because we're rolling into May. We have another 4-load contract for May, and so I'll have to get that done here shortly. So, but it feels better when you're trucking in a clean cab, I think. So we'll get it all cleaned up, and we might. I don't think we'll probably clean it right before we start hauling wheat, because that'll be the next big thing. Okay, this is by far the worst vacuum I've ever seen. Why in the world? Not doing its job. It ain't got anything in it. Alright, I guess I gotta go pull out the big boy. I'll be right back. There we go. Alright, we got all this that's caked on the floor, won't come off. We are going to give this a little squirt of the Super Clean. Spray it all. There we go. Let that set. Vacuum wasn't the most powerful even, so it's because of the long hose on it, but it did something. Now this sat there a while. I just got a regular rag, and I'm just gonna wipe it up. Looks like it did a good job there. A little streaky. I can obviously do it again. There's a lot of dirt there, so. Shake the rag out a little bit and go some more. All right. Look at that. That looks pretty doggone good. We'll switch it over to spray and just go again, get these dirt streaks out of there. And then I'll just go light over this part of the floor here. Definitely does its job. Gonna have to wash this rag after I'm done. Jeez. A little bit of scrubbing, but for the most part, everything seems to come right off. We'll get this tough spot on the chair. Alright, that looks pretty good, guys. And I have no idea why I started there, because I'm standing in a thing of mud and I gotta get back in there to clean the rest of the truck. That wasn't the brightest thing of me. Shoot. Okay, I'll just I guess kick my boots off, I guess. That's the only solution. So you can see all the footprints and everything along the floor. And then where we did it looks good, I think. So probably do the rest of the floor. I'll probably just bring the spray bottle with me, honestly, and while I'm in line waiting to dump, I'll just scrub the rest of the floor down. So now we're going to focus on the dash, where all the dust and dirt and bees wings are, and get that knocked out. So I think we'll try the aerosol can. And start at the top and spray these vents. Ooh, it foams. I didn't realize it was going to foam. Okay then. Wonder if that's good for the radio. Now I got a microfiber cloth because this is a little more of a loose dirt. I'm just gonna wipe everything down. That looks like it's doing a really good job. We got some like sun fading going on right there on the dash. See, it did around the radio there. We'll do on the radio. Just dry. I don't think I want to spray that on the radio. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to try and isolate half the dash and give you guys a side-by-side look here. Alright guys, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can see that, right? Dirty side, clean side. Oh yeah, that does a really good job. So if you guys want to try these products, they're in a lot of your major retailers, including Walmart and Ace, I believe. I don't have the sheet with me right now, but I will also link their website down in the description below. Check them out, order some, and let me know in the comments if you guys use them, how you guys like them. That way other people too can get experiences from them. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys back on the next project. And thank you very much to Super Clean for sending me these products to try out. Even though I power washed the back windows of this tractor, you can probably still see there's a lot of dirt residue on there. I am going to try this out on there and just see what it does. It might streak, it might not. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. So just gonna spray her down. I'm guessing this is gonna streak or something like that, and that is why it's not rated for glass from what I've seen. So I'm trying to get a good place to sit. Oh, that stuff's on the inside. We'll take that off with minimal scrubbing. It's really good for dirt. Alright, so what you guys are seeing like right there, that's on the inside of the glass. So I'm gonna have to go around and do the inside too, this bottom half, and see what it looks like. We kind of tossed the idea around about tinting like the top third of these windows. I don't know what percentage or anything like that, but let us know in the comments if you guys have tinted the top third, how hard it was and what percentage, and how you guys like it. It does take the dirt off the glass pretty well, but I don't think it's meant to be there. It definitely streaked. You can see it a lot more on the inside. But looking at the can, they advertise it to be almost like a brake cleaner, an engine defoamer. I'm going to try, and in future videos, use this in direct replacement for brake cleaner, because it looks like we don't have any on the shelf anyway. And then I'll try and show you guys what that looks like being used. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back out when we're on to the next thing.
Oh, I can't see you. Gage can see. House cleaning.
Well, it's the next day now. Got the new tire put on the 4960. That just got done, so we're fueling up. Got the disc on. We're gonna go out and get some tillage done. Technicians coming to work on the sprayer here shortly, and hopefully that'll be ready. We are a day behind now from what we wanted to get started at, but it's fine. We'll be able to get something done still. So we're hopefully gonna be planting tomorrow. We'll see. I got, I don't know, 55, about 70, 80, 85 acres to hit with this. So we're gonna get all that done right now. And so we're hitting all our everything. Got a second pass with the disc on the bean ground that is getting tilled. We have some chisel plowed headlands to work down, and then we also have 24 acres of corn ground that we had manure hauled on. We're gonna hit that for the first time. It'll probably get hit twice, and then anywhere else, probably hit all these organic field headlands where the cultivator ridges are really bad. Well, about right there's a pile in the field with a crumbler basket next to it. And I just started pushing a bunch right there. I think that was from the rock, but well, hang on now. I was gonna say that's the one that went out last year, but it's not. That one's the one I just put on. We're gonna pin this to where the basket's back. That way these arms don't get stuck in the dirt and get bent. And then, yeah. we got a project for a rainy day. On these baskets, you got adjustment. I think I've shown you guys these before. You can pin them pitched forward or pitched backwards, so we'll just pin this one pitched back. That way all the pressure's on the basket. And especially when a front basket falls off, you're at very high risk of bending these. And they are a bear to get back where you need them to be. So I'm just gonna pin that up real quick and we'll keep going. Got about, I don't know, 15, 20 acres left from here to the woods there, and there's a little bit that goes on the other side of it over there, so not too much more. After this, we are hooking on the planter, and actually once we fit this down, we only have about 30 acres that's got to be hit again once it's time to plant corn. The second pass on this is definitely making a difference. This had one pass done already with the disc and the crumbler, and it's definitely better. It's still a little cloddier than I would like to see, but it's probably the best fitting field we've had in a while. But I don't know what it is with this setup, but it leaves the fields cloddy and rough. So I've been trying to hit everything twice this year to see if it makes a difference. Alright, here we are sitting back at the farm. We're gonna unhook. I gotta re-secure this GPS harness, and then we'll be able to hook onto the planter. Sprayer's figured out. There's just a loose plug. Somehow I managed to miss that. So luckily it was stupid simple, not stupid expensive. And I'm gonna be going out spraying tomorrow morning because I got burned down that I gotta do. And I've also noticed the first field that's planted will already need its first round of herbicide, probably by the end of next week. Planter's hooked up. Gonna go through, get it all greased up tonight. If I still got daylight, I'll fill it, because I gotta pull the seed tender out and get the next thing coming out. It's a Pro Box, and then after that we're back to bags again. Yeah, so I'll get it greased up, ready for tomorrow. That should be all ready for tomorrow. And then, yeah, I don't have much. It should be around 50, 65 acres of burn down tomorrow. And then we'll be able to switch right to planting. Hope maybe Dad will be here early in the morning and he can start. I don't know. But we're just going right across the road. There's 20 some odd acres here. And then we can go all the way down to Dad's house. And there's 65, almost 70 acres down there that is the same maturity. And then we switch, and after that we'll see where we're at. We got to stop early tomorrow. My sister's got a birthday, and then Friday I think we have time before rain to get something knocked out. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. Next video we'll resume tomorrow during planting. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.